What is going on, everyone? Happy Tuesday. Who's ready for more Genshin Impact? I know I am. Let us change the scene. Good afternoon, good evening, everyone. You know the drill. I don't even have to discuss it. You all know the assignment. Let us continue with Genshin. Trying to catch the elevator, Raisley? Give me one moment, Kitty. I cannot read what you wrote. Hold on. I gotta get close it. When I said I wanted to be Ariel, I meant the mermaid part, but not losing my voice. Well, welcome to being a voice actor, Katie. It's called vocal rest. All voice actors have to go through it. So does people who are in musicals. Drink a lot of herbal tea. Use text messages or text-to-speech to communicate for the time being until your vocals are back to normal. Do not use your voice whatsoever. Trust me, you're going to thank me later.
This is a thorough plan, but I do have one last question before we take action. How can we be sure that our enemy won't leave the designated area?
Great question. Albedo's been hard at work analyzing Rarer and the Wild Hunt's behavioral patterns. His conclusions are as follows. Firstly, from the earliest known confrontation until now, Rarer has never displayed any ability to manipulate the dimension of space. So it's unlikely he has any power in that domain. Secondly, he seems to have a particularly strong vendetta against our group. If we put him in a fight-or-flight situation, he'll choose to fight every time.
Expect I'm not a voice actor. I have no class yesterday, today, and I haven't. It doesn't matter if you're a voice actor or not, Katie. If a doctor says vocal rest, you do vocal rest. Okay? You do it. You drink your herbal tea. You don't talk. Nothing. You can make it worse.
Thirdly, finally, and most importantly, he is consumed by hatred, both for the moon and for his enemies. Turns out, we tick both of those boxes. We have a reincarnated moon in our ranks, and a spy who accessed his private memories without permission. He'll be baying for blood, not looking to escape.
As someone who's had their fair share of interactions with the Wild Hunt, those all seem like valid observations to me.
Understood. Then I will defer to the verdict of the group.
Well, everyone, that's the plan in full detail. Albedo and Durin are carrying out their part as we speak.
Doctor or nurse, if someone's like, you need to stop talking, you need to stop talking.
Plan approved. Scheduling.
Okay, any firepower you need, I got you covered. Let's light this baby up.
The Frost Moon Scions are behind you as well.
And the rest of you? No objections? All right, then it's settled. This is the plan we're going with. Next up, an old tradition of mine. Anyone who wants to back out, now's your chance.
Wait, we can still back out of this?
Everyone says things they regret, right? I don't want anyone feeling trapped because their mouth said yes before their brain had time to think things through.
A very people-first approach. I hear that's common practice in the Knights of Favonius.
Heh. Who'd you hear it from? D-Luke?
100% from Master D. Luke.
Shh. We don't use people's real names at work. This contact will be known only as Owl, please and thank you.
This plan can only work if everyone does their part. Flint's and I will absolutely support it.
We shall indeed. You'll be glad you accepted our help. Also, you are the last person I expected to see here, Miss Dory.
Yes, why is Dory in this, meeting?
It's not often I get called Dory in a work context. My peers usually call me Lord Sangama Bay.
You're always gonna be Dory regardless.
So, the longer your name, the higher your net worth. Is that the idea here?
No, don't listen to Dory.
In that case, Mr. Flint's here must be worth a fortune. That's right, I know your full name.
The walls are thin here. I'd appreciate you keeping that a secret.
Okay, fine. I'm actually only here as a favor for someone else. Do you have any idea how much it would cost to hire me otherwise?
Well, now you know how Alejandro Sad felt for not being able to talk for 4 weeks.
Oh, does this mean someone out there actually has the power to boss Dory around?
Probably it's Alice.
It most certainly does not. We have a long-standing and mutually beneficial business partnership. She's actually the mom of a friend of yours.
It is Alice.
Said mom supplied me with a great little trinket, but now that lady's ruined everything. If I don't start building a little goodwill now, my whole business in Notcry is gonna go down the drain.
Okay. So what exactly is so special about this pendant?
It's a lucky charm that a great mage made for me. We have a business relationship, and she was worried that something bad might happen to me. So, she wanted me to have something that can store power to protect myself with. I finally got it all fully charged up with Kuvaki, and then Nefer went and used it all up at once. Never lost so big in my life.
I wish I had the most, I wish I had the smallest violin right now. I would definitely play it for her right now.
You're right. It was all my fault. I didn't mean to drain all the Kuvaki in the pendant, but I'll make it up to you.
What? Who are you when you're done with Nefer?
You will? Well, in that case, how about you give me your chess set? And we call it even.
Not even a fucking chance, lady!
I knew you'd say that. Well, it's yours if you want it. In fact, take it now, and I'll even throw in a free Raker of Solnari. Deal?
You're putting me in a difficult position here.
It's a very useful thing to have around, but I have a funny feeling it won't be around much longer. I guess we'll see in a couple of days.
Looks like bankruptcy for me.
Hey, don't be so pessimistic. See this through and you never know. You might find a new business opportunity on the other side.
That's Varka. Always optimistic. And the caution and plan plays everyone among the... Oh. You and Paimon decide to check in and see how everyone else is doing. I'm assuming that's what else is said. Alright.
Dory, how are things going? Feeling ready? Oh, I was born ready. We only have 2 days. You think Lord Sangama Bay would let an opportunity like this slip by?
No.
Don't forget, when something's in high demand, the people with the goods on hand get to charge the highest price of all. Even higher than the sellers taking advance orders. Ta-da! See? It's right here.
Oh?
Ah, it's so pretty. Did you make it?
I had no idea you were skilled with your hands.
No, I have a supplier. We go way back, so he made me a very attractive offer. Aha! No wonder you were talking about lucky charms at the meeting. You've been getting Kave to make them for you.
Poor Kave. He better be getting paid for this shit.
That's not the full story. It actually started a while back as a project between me and the Dendro Archon.
Nahida?
Mage Alice once warned me that this world won't stay safe forever. There may come a day when everyone faces a great crisis. I passed this on to the Dendro Archon, and she secretly brought together a research team made up of Sumeru's top scholars to invent a technology that could keep people safe. I won't go into the details because it's all very complicated, but if you want to know more, you can ask the Dendro Archon about it sometime. Anyway, point being, it was the Dendro Archon who asked Kaveh to build this little contraption. As one of the top Kashara War talents, he was the obvious choice.
Well, that makes sense.
Took him long enough. He stressed over it for ages. Must have gone through at least a dozen designs before producing a final product. But that's Kaveh for you.
Welcome in, Mr. Heather.
Marak delivered it to me a couple of days ago, along with a letter from Kaveh. Could I ask why I'm sending this technology to you? And what's your proposed use case? Has it been approved by the relevant authorities?
Typical Kaveh.
So nosy. My fault for sending him the research permit to begin with.
I mean, he wants to make sure everything is checked off, okay? Typical architect.
Surely Nahida must have told him you were involved in this project. He was probably just nervous because you're always so secretive about your business.
That too.
Could be, could be. Anyway, I just replied, let's hope there never has to be a use case, because it would involve grave danger.
Fair enough. But it sounds like he was just being cautious. He probably felt responsible as the one who made it.
Or maybe he was asking as a favor for his housemate. He's done that before. Not sure why, though. His housemate doesn't seem to really care that much about this kind of stuff.
Yeah, Alhaitham really doesn't care about a lot of things.
Either way, all's well that ends well. I'm just glad to finally have my hands on the product. I wouldn't want to be without it, given the potential dangers that lie ahead. Huh? What does that look mean?
Paimon's just super surprised. This must be the first time we've ever seen you actually get serious about something.
This is not the Laura's talking about Bay we're used to.
Well, a long time ago, I made a promise to myself. I promised that I was gonna live every day of my life with a big beaming smile. Obviously, Mora plays a big part in that. But there are always gonna be times in life when you have to give something back. That could mean paying back a debt, returning a favor, or showing some kindness. Alice has been a huge help to me over the years. She was the first investor I ever had. And I want my investors to know that Lord Sangamabe is the best in the business.
But also overcharges you on a lot of shit.
And more than that, no one knows what the future will bring. Whatever happens, I want to make sure the Dendro Archon and all of Sumeru is prepared to face whatever comes.
You never attempted to ask for it back, did you?
Oh, that? I was just making sure Nefer and I are square. Don't be thinking it was some sort of benevolent act. I'm no saint, so don't treat me like something I'm not. My priority is doing the business that I want to do. So long as my conscience lets me, but it usually does. That's the Lord Sangamabe business model.
All right, if you say so.
I do say so, and that's the whole point. I'm a businesswoman. Don't go trying to figure out what kind of person I am. You'll exhaust yourself. Much easier for everyone involved if you just take my word for it.
All right, I'll take your word for it, Dory. Jeez.
Oh, and could you two help me get this stuff where it needs to be? Thanks so much. You're my favorite assistants.
When did I volunteer for helping you out? Aww. Oh, you guys couldn't see it, but in the corner it had Durian and Albedo looking at a map. It was super cute.
Traveler, Paimon, it's good to see you.
Durian!
Everything going smoothly over here?
Sort of.
Uh-oh.
As you're probably aware, Varka, Durin, and I captured some abyssal creatures from the Wild Hunt.
Okay.
Per the plan, We dissected and analyzed some samples of these creatures. The process went very smoothly. The findings, however, come with some troubling implications.
Albedo saying that does not sound good.
What? You can actually dissect the wild hunt?
Don't underestimate husband.
That depends on your definition of wild hunt and dissection.
Harmless, lifeless. These words are accurate descriptions.
The wild hunt is an interesting phenomenon. In and of itself, it doesn't seem to possess anything akin to a human personality. But taken as a collective, the medium through which the wild hunt is summoned does appear to have a soul. Master griped a lot about the wise Horoptotire, and seemed somewhat fascinated with the foul Certology. But she barely mentioned Rerir at all. I don't think that was because of his lower social standing, though. Anyway, it's a pity. I should like to hear her thoughts on the nature of the life form he has become today. It's a strange mix. The furious energy of an abyssal being channeled through a fractured physical existence. A consequence of being torn apart by an unknown power. Perhaps the only explanation for his survival in this state is that he sacrificed a degree of individuality in exchange for a continued existence. Oh, sorry. Once I get talking about interesting research, I have a tendency to go on indefinitely.
Albedo, you can talk as much as you want. I do not mind.
Back to our research findings. Essentially, they confirm my hypothesis. Rerir's corpse is completely contaminated by the Abyss, and the effects are irreversible.
Well, kind of figured that much.
You could think of this as Rerir in mutated form. But in my view, even that would be inaccurate. In reality, his whole being has been consumed by the Abyss. In other words, he is now nothing more than a manifestation of abyssal power. Unfortunately, at present, we have no means of completely eradicating abyssal power. Hence, we cannot fundamentally destroy the Rayhir of Solnari either.
I had a feeling you were gonna say that.
Oh, that's terrible news. So, that's it? We can't defeat him? Not even if we get the power of the 3 moons?
Nope. Nada. Zero. Zilch.
Miss Columbina's situation is a difficult one. She can never achieve wholeness when the world does not accept her presence. It's as if her creator banished her to a place she can never be accepted. It means she spends most of her energy just on her own survival.
Given the circumstances, it's only natural to despair. But we must see this plan through to the end.
And how we're gonna do that?
Time to kick off the backup plan.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot. This is for you. Dory asked us to bring it.
Ah, how wonderful. Well, thank you for making the trip. Durin and I will be heading off shortly.
I'm sorry I won't be there to protect you in person this time. Please be careful.
All right then. Stay safe.
You too. Bye! Llama and Varka together? Oh no, that's not a good sign. That is definitely not a good sign. What are you doing, Varka? I'm scared to know what he's doing.
Miss Lauma, is everyone here?
Yes. The fate of my flock is in your hands, Grandmaster Varka.
My lady, what are you saying?
Within the next 24 hours, we will face the biggest crisis the world has ever seen. This is not a burden that we deserve to bear. But I believe that we reap what we sow in this life. So I intend to act. I must do what I think is right. For me, that means fighting for the future of Nodcry. This gentleman is the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, Varka, Knight of Boreas. In my absence, please follow his lead.
Hey, everyone. Guess I should introduce myself. Well, to start with, I know my way around a battlefield.
Oh, God. Barker reminds me of like that one embarrassing uncle that you're like, why is he here? That's what Birkin reminds me of, like that one annoying, drunken, embarrassing uncle. You're like, just please, just go away. I don't want to deal with you. Just go away.
Biggest strengths are honesty and hard workingness. Anyway, point is, I don't intend to let Lauma down. I'm gonna do everything in my power to keep every last one of you safe and sound.
I love the hard workingness. Yeah. You're gonna be working hard until 4 o'clock, then you're gonna ditch everything and go to the pub. God. Fucking Barca. Alright, let's see what Columbina and Dainsliff are doing.
Something on your mind?
Miss Columbina, was it? I believe that's how the others addressed you.
That's right. Names are funny things. Have you always been called Dainsleff?
Yes. I take it your own name has a more complicated history.
I have a different relationship with names than other people. To be honest, I'm not even sure that Columbina is my name. At least, not in the same way that Dainsliff is yours. But it's what everyone calls me, and I go along with it. A lot of my life has been that way. I get so used to things that I forget to question why they are so. I never used to think much about where names come from, or what they mean to people. Maybe something's wrong with me.
You're different from other people. I sensed it the first time we met.
You're more perceptive than most. I'm sure your long life and rich range of experience explains that. Do you ever find yourself missing Conria, Mr. Dainsliff?
Difficult to answer. I have dreamed of the past many, many times. Sometimes I'm fighting tooth and nail. Other times I'm lying on the ground, defeated. I don't recall any happy moments from that time.
Is that because hatred survives longer than love and affection?
That would not be for me to say. I make no excuses for the grudges I bear. But whatever the reason, I remember little that was beautiful or sentimental. Thank you for your help with the Rerir situation. Without your efforts, I never could have learned the hidden truth of his story.
You're welcome. I know he's your friend.
Friend? He betrayed me. And I never really understood what he was going through in life. Some friendship, that is.
I don't know how I guess because Rerir chose Abyssal Power, but I wouldn't consider it betrayal. He did save your brother's life and unlocked his prison door, so I wouldn't say too much betrayal, just you guys live two different lifestyles, that's all.
Okay. So, do you plan to fight him with us?
You
see, you're torn. Now you know what really happened. You see the things he's done in a new light.
I need some time.
Of course. I completely understand. Anyone else in your position would feel conflicted too. Actually, I went through something similar myself recently. Something happened that changed my perspective on a situation. A situation I took for granted at the time, but now I feel very grateful for it.
You mean the Harbingers who still support you, even though you've left the Fatui?
Yes. I always thought they were only helping me because Harbingers are forced to work together. But then I abandoned them. A warrant was even put out for my arrest. Yet even now, they support me. Which means I was wrong about them all along.
Clearly, they view you as a friend.
I feel a little guilty now. I regret not seeing their help for what it was, and not treasuring it. I see the guilt that you're feeling now, because I feel it too. Hopefully, talking about it will do us both some good. Have you noticed that the Traveler and Paimon are over there? I think they've been listening.
Oh, this just got awkward.
Huh. Shall we say hello?
Sure. Hello.
Ah! They caught us!
It's kind of hard not to listen in. Sorry, we're just concerned about you.
I apologize for making you worry. No doubt you wish to know where I stand on the plan to take down the Recher of Solnari. I'm afraid I need a little time, but I will seriously consider joining you.
Good. We need you, Dainsleif.
You will? Oh, thank you so much! Everyone will be so grateful to hear that!
They needn't be. This was something that I was going to have to face up to eventually.
Oh?
That doesn't matter to them. They're grateful to you regardless. You can't control their gratitude, so just accept it. And then, have a think about whether you're willing to join us.
Dainsleif really does not know how to work with others. I've noticed that.
It's nearly showtime! Let's go rendezvous with the others. You know the place.
Do I? Do I know the place? What if I want to go north or south? Is that husband? It is husband. Flint's.
Ah, you're earlier than I expected.
That's the Hatter. I'm always on time or 5 minutes early.
Hey, Flint's! Been waiting here long?
Mr. Hatter can agree with me on that one. I always love being early because you never know what will happen.
Not too long. I came a little early so I'd have some time to think.
Are you nervous about the battle?
Quite the opposite. I'm reminiscing on my past battles. When I was awakened by the Ratniki, I had not touched a weapon in many years. I felt like the battlefield was not where I belonged. But after waging war against the Wild Hunt for so long, I came to realize something. A life of absolute peace is simply not a possibility for me. My restless flame indicates that somewhere inside of me, there is a deep yearning to root out the evil in this world.
Oh, that doesn't sound like such a bad thing.
I agree.
Well, in the past, when I was a Fae whose primary concern was hibernation, it was hardly ideal. But it certainly serves me well here in the present. And I am delighted to be able to join forces with you in this endeavor.
Looks like I'm not the first to arrive.
Ah, Miss Lauma.
Did you sleep okay last night?
I struggled to settle down at first, because of the nerves. But don't worry. I got enough sleep in the end. I'll be just fine.
How much you want to bet she only got like 3-4 hours of sleep? Thanks for everything.
Please. I'm just doing my part.
Never! Over here!
The goods have been delivered.
Ino asked me to relay a message. She said Anefa will be on high alert and keep a close watch over all secondary districts where defense is required, providing support as necessary. Meanwhile, Ino herself will provide range support to us directly, using her latest invention.
Excellent. My thanks to all involved.
The chest set's looking a little unstable.
It looks like someone wants to come out and say hello.
It won't hold him much longer. We should be prepared to engage at a moment's notice.
All right, I'm ready.
No sense sitting around waiting. Let's make the first move while we still have the option.
Let's do
I
it.
agree. Paimon, find a safe hiding place.
Got it! Be careful, Traveler!
Yeah, we don't need you to be standing in front of us while we're trying to beat the snots out of right here. Okay? Go away. Shoot.
I will.
Everyone, take your positions as soon as the battle starts. Every ounce of strength we have in our bones, let us bring to this fight.
Ready?
Ready.
Let's go.
I've seen all your futile ploys before. You have become the authors of your own demise.
You want to make a bet on that?
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
You are merely a moment of sport before I tear down the moon.
Stay on your toes.
Yep, you too.
Close your eyes.
It's all futile.
Let me help you guys.
The moonlight
Observe. Close your
breaks
eyes.
you to dust. Move.
Leave this place. For the everlasting goal.
Down.
The deception ends here.
Moonlight.
Absurd. Can't hide the truth. It all adds up.
Boris, protector.
Observe. Close your eyes.
Moonlight betrays you to dust. Move.
Seek within.
One
Moonlight
heart.
betrays you.
Leave this place.
Be silent. Close your eyes. Are you quite finished?
The moonlight.
Keep your distance.
Down.
Wipe out!
No more lies.
Hunt him down.
Observe. Close your eyes. Observe.
Do you fear the dark? Burn. It began with the moon, and so shall it end.
The moon will protect you. You poor lost lamb.
Do you see now? Fair, when will it be as you foretold?
One thing I fucking hate this story.
Welcome here. The night cometh. Observe.
By the frost moon of old.
Hunt him
Stay your
down!
hand.
The moonlight betrays you.
A grave transgression.
Close your eyes. Observe.
Hunt him down!
Keep your distance.
The moonlight.
No more.
Futile.
Absurd.
Pathetic!
The mystery unravels.
Move this place. Futile! Hunt him down!
Be silent. Steady now.
Pathetic!
For the everlasting cold.
The moonlight betrays you.
Observe. Night falls.
No more
The
lies.
moonlight betrays
It all adds up. No more lies.
Close your eyes. Observe. To dust.
Pathetic!
Night falls.
It
Futile!
all adds up. The deception ends here.
Your little game of heroics is over. Who wants to go first? No. Get out of my sight!
No!
Death is
We've
within
been
my
separated.
grasp!
You okay?
Never! Where are the others?
Stuck outside the barrier. I guess he really doesn't like us.
I told you before, knowing too much is always a death sentence. Hide!
Be careful what you wish for.
Lauma! Can you hear me?
Silence!
The voices are gone. But at least I know they're still there. I need to do this. Stick to the plan. Remember my most important task. Just stalling him. If I can stall him for long enough, the moment will come. Go!
No more lies.
Wipe out!
The deception ends here.
Your death
It
is
all
within
adds
my
up.
grasp!
How unfortunate.
Destroyed!
No more.
Reborn! Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide!
Can't hide the truth.
I've got this. The shield's broken. I can't keep it up.
Don't push your luck. No more lies. Shameless.
Water jet!
Seek within. It all adds up.
Wipe out!
Can't hide the truth. The deception ends here.
Go!
No more lies.
Destroyed! And reborn!
It all adds up. It all falls into place.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide!
Can't hide the truth. The mystery unravels.
Let's see what you're made of. Let's see what you're made of. It all adds up. It all falls into place.
Wipe out!
The deception ends here. Can't hide the truth.
Let's see what you're made of.
Absurd! No more lies. Can't hide the truth. Curses. There's no other way.
The only way to defeat Rarer is to borrow his own power. That means Columbina will have to disappear while you two bear the brunt of his attacks. You have to hold on. Find a way to keep him focused on killing the two of you.
Never! Your eyes are bleeding.
Soon you will be powerless to resist. And then, I will reduce you to dust.
But that dust will plague your memories. Come on. Keep holding on.
Any other tricks up your sleeve? Let's see them. As entertaining as they are. You've backed yourself into a corner.
You don't fool me. I see your fear clear as day. I have to stoke his rage. Make him unleash everything. You fear what you could never defeat. You fear the thought of never being able to save your beloved. You cannot win the fight against fate, Rarir.
Is that what you think? Well, now it's your turn to feel afraid!
You fear the sound of your own name?
Is it us you hate? Or is it what you've become?
Let's see what becomes of you! What's happening? That power. I've seen it before.
His power is on another level. We'll need to use an alchemical array to convert his power into a usable form. Then quickly channel it into Columbina, rendering her powerful enough to compete with him.
I'll join you. I can help. If I release enough abyssal energy into a confined space, it'll create a potential difference, allowing us to extract a huge amount of elemental energy. Next, I'll synchronize with everyone's minds using Pyro, then give you temporary access to their abilities and fields of view. But it won't last long. Can you see?
Well enough.
So, we have a student of Gold Rhine-Daughter in our midst.
How about that?
power against me?
Just like how you stole Kuvaki. Look familiar?
Don't you realize? You don't have the power to hold that gate open.
I don't, but someone else does.
Goodbye, Rerir.
We won.
Sorry it was so quiet, guys. I was just so freaking focused. Also, welcome in our next tone.
Nefer, how are your eyes?
By the judge of the blood coming out of them, not good.
They're fine. Apart from the blindness, of course.
She reminds me of that one friend. Like, are you okay? Ah, I just broke my wrist. No big deal.
It's not too late.
Let me handle it. Miss Nefer, it's not like you to lose your composure. That was the most reckless thing I've ever seen you do.
Reckless how? The situation was critical. Our lives were at stake. We had to do something.
Even so. Okay. I guess you're right. Under the circumstances, it was a wise decision. You traded your eyes for an incredible victory. In business terms, I suppose that's a huge return on investment.
I'd be hard-pressed to argue otherwise.
Still, I don't like this outcome, and I don't want you to lose your sight for good. People suffer when they make sacrifices they shouldn't have to make, whether that means faith, strength, or in this case, your ability to even see. I had hoped you could win without sacrificing so much as a single hair on your head.
Thank you. Really.
All done. Don't try and open your eyes just yet. We'll see how you're doing in a couple of days. Until then, please follow your recovery plan to the letter. I'll send full details through Yehoda. For now, just get yourself home, relax, and rest. My dear friends, we have fought bravely and achieved a spectacular victory. A dark cloud has been lifted from the skies of Nodcry. All in this land will be grateful for what you have done.
Yeah, we beat over here. Another round of applause. Oh, cut that out. It's a little too short.
The moon will remember this day. Thank you both.
Yehoda shows up and helps Nefer to get home, and of course, you have Paimon to escort you back. The sight of Nefer navigating the road with her eyes closed is a new one for you. She proceeds cautiously, but as her silhouette disappears into the distance, you notice seems almost smugged.
There's something I want to let you know.
Oh, and what would that be?
What is it?
When Durin connected everyone's minds so I could access their powers, I also felt everything they felt. And since Nefer's eyes were injured, my eyes are hurting now too.
Hold on. Let me try.
I only feel the pain, there's no actual damage. I just thought I should tell you.
You're right. There's no damage. That's a relief. But I must say, I'm surprised to hear the Kutar share something like this with me. In the past, you never used to open up about yourself.
Things are a little different now from how they were. I'm learning to share how I truly feel with my friends.
Friends? You have no idea how glad I am to hear that.
You can't help but break into a smile with the word friends as warm and fuzzy feeling fills your chest. One by one, your fellow teammates reports in to inform you that everything is under control, that Lama's insistence you lie down, you fought on frontline against Rihir, and now you need to rest. I mean, we can't argue with Lama. She'll use the words of persuasions against us.
Yay! You're awake!
No, I was not awake, Paimon. Your loud and screeching voice woke me up.
How are you feeling? Any aches and pains? Did you sleep well?
I would have slept fine if you didn't wake me up.
I'm doing all right, Paimon. No need to worry about me.
Our traveler is too nice sometimes, I swear to God.
Phew. Well, that's good. Paimon's been sitting on the edge of the bed worrying about you for ages. You slept a whole day and night. Poor Paimon had to eat all by her lonesome.
That sounds like a you problem.
Glad to hear you didn't starve. How is the food?
Well, it wasn't the same without you there to share it. Honestly, Paimon just can't relax when you're not your usual self. She couldn't enjoy the food and settle down to sleep.
Okay, that right there is a bullshit lie. Paimon is like the type of friend who would eat the entire fridge to deal with her emotions.
Well, I'm back to normal now.
Oh yeah, and Albedo swung by earlier. He said to tell you to head to the tavern when you woke up. Varker and the others are organizing a victory feast and they want to celebrate with you.
Okay, I am not volunteering to babysit Varka when he gets shit-faced drunk. I'm not doing it. I volunteer Katie. Katie, you take care of Varka. I'm not doing it.
He also dropped off some medical supplies, but you seem fit as a fiddle, so guess you won't be needing those.
Hey, we can use those in the future.
If you're feeling up to it, let's head over now. Wouldn't want to keep them waiting. We're here!
Oh, Traveler and Paimon! Perfect timing! We were literally just saying how there's no way we're holding this victory feast without you any longer, and we would have postponed it till tomorrow.
How are you feeling today?
Much better, thanks. Don't worry about me.
Relieved to hear it. If that changes, just let me know. Happy to check you over at any time.
Oh, is that true? Okay, well, Hatter's not going to disagree with that statement.
Yep, we're here for you. Anything you need, just let us know.
Oh wait, where's Nefer?
How are her eyes doing?
Nefer's right over there. I'm sure she'd love to catch up with you.
Alright, let's go see Lady Nefer. And of course we see Varka at the bar. Per usual, I'm not surprised on that department. Hello, Nefer.
Traveler, Paimon, are you recovering well?
Much better, thanks to the rest. You're looking well, too.
Turns out that moon chanter has some real talent after all. My eyes were mostly recovered after just a couple days' rest. I can actually open them again now.
Yeah, but you gotta be careful. Lauma says not to strain your eyes while they're still healing.
Yes, thank you. I'm well aware.
Yehoda, could I borrow you for a moment? I could do with an extra pair of hands.
Oh, sure. Coming. Did you hear that? I gotta go help Lauma for a second. You guys chat among yourselves. I'll grab us some drinks on the way back. Paimon, you still like 'em sweet?
You bet. Make it extra sweet, because Paimon's earned it.
Sure thing!
What's on your mind?
The Raker of Solnari. Kind of a snake, don't you think?
More of a wolf in mind.
No, definitely a snake. A poisonous one who spewed his venomous hatred everywhere. Anyone who seeks revenge out of hatred for other people has become a snake. That's something my dad used to say.
I guess he didn't like seeing people go down with the path of vengeance.
Perhaps. I'm sure it sounds like a very wise and open-hearted perspective to your ears. But me? I think hatred is a perfectly justifiable emotion.
Oh?
What else is left when everything you depended on in life gets stripped away? Something's gotta fuel that drive to keep on living.
I see a lot of things that you can depend on.
If you're worried about me, you can nip that in the bud. I'm not someone who gets stuck in the past. It's just... I suddenly feel like I was wrong to call my father a liar. He was just a fool. That's why the Academia turned their back on him, and why the other tribes ganged up on him. Oh, Father. How much better things could have been if you were a skilled liar. Look at the Ibis King. Thoth is a fiendishly cunning liar. And yet, strangely, he feels more like a father to me than my real dad ever was. He's never brought it up, but I'd bet he feels the same way. Why else would he give me the power to perceive the truth, while at the same time training me in the art of deception?
Sadly, I never heard the Ibis King's voice.
Well, King Deshret banished him to Aru, which is essentially a prison, and posed 3 questions to him. He promised that he'd have his freedom if he could find the answers.
Alright. Sorry guys, I just got an update that there will be an email being sent out for all vendors about this whole business license BS.
His response was to take on a physical form and approach me, hoping that I could become his envoy and search for one of the answers on his behalf. Did he really think I'd fall for that? He's stuck there. He can't make me return what he gave to me.
Sounds like he was nice enough to
So
you?
that's enough for you to decide he's nice, is it? He's a prisoner, and he was scared. So he decided to perform some good deeds to win people's approval. He lives in fear because he's a deceiver. How is Rerir any different? You can't work as a spy your whole life and expect a happy ending. It's preposterous. Yet I can't say I don't understand it. Liars live in the darkness of their own making, but it's still human nature to want to go on living. They say that a liar's soul is the most worthless thing in the world. What do you think?
I have to disagree.
Oh, really? Well, it takes a very kind person to find compassion even for liars. If you ask me, the soul of a liar really is worth nothing. Because all they care about is themselves. For example, when something good falls into my lap, I don't go sharing the news around. Stops other people trying to steal it from me.
I have a feeling some people over there may have overheard that.
So be it. They have sharp ears. I can't keep anything from them.
Is that why? Is that your way of saying you've warmed up to them now?
Oh, is that what it looks like?
What it looks like is you're starting to see us as your friends.
Well, you all know my past now. And I can't simply eliminate everyone who knows too much. So I guess I just have to put up with you. For the foreseeable future, at least. When you find yourself in a situation you can't control, the safest play is to keep calm and start monitoring everyone involved like a hawk. In the intelligence world, you need to have a sense of perspective and play your hand accordingly. If you understand what's at stake, please ensure my secret is safe with you. I trust you'll respect my wishes as a friend. But don't forget, I will also be watching you like a hawk.
Sure.
Very good.
Oh, wait! Now that the panic's over and we've all calmed down, Paimon suddenly remembered something.
Paimon remembers something? Oh my god. The world has come to an end if Paimon actually remembers something.
After all that build-up, our mystery ally never showed up even once.
That was your whole question? Oh.
Huh?
That did not sound good.
Am I imagining things?
No? No, someone was definitely outside.
So, that close colleague who stayed behind with you? What's he been up to recently?
Don't know, don't care. I get more normal human interaction from hanging out with Bosco too than him. Although, now you mention it, he hasn't bothered me in a while. I wonder if...
If he's disappeared without a trace, it's the biggest gift he ever gave to the world. But I somehow doubt that's what's going on.
Why do I have a feeling they're talking about the doctor or Dottore?
He won't lie low forever. So we'd better stay on guard.
I think Dottore is probably the one harbinger that other harbingers hate the most. It's like everyone in the Fatui hates Dottore. That's the vibe I get. Okay, I talked to everyone. Okay. Vargo, you better not be shit-faced drunk, or swear to God!
How have you been holding up?
Oh, thank
Any
God.
adverse reactions? If you start to take a turn for the worse, make sure you tell me right away.
You don't need to worry about me, Grandmaster. I'm fine. I mean, I barely did anything, so...
What? You're too humble, young man.
You played an indispensable role in the battle for Nodcry. We can't thank you enough for your support. Sometimes, when people praise you, it's because you deserve it. The best thing is to accept it calmly and with grace. It's important to learn how to respond to words of admiration.
Let's do a quick demonstration. Albedo, that was an incredible feat of alchemy. The pressure was on, but you worked flawlessly at lightning speed to get the job done.
Thank you. I can't take all the credit, though. Durin played a big part in forming the alchemical array.
See? Did you catch that? A masterclass in how to take a compliment.
Okay, yeah. I did work pretty hard to help prepare for the battle. No point denying that.
Hey, you guys!
Seriously, great work, everyone. You all outdid yourself.
Hey, look who's bounced back. Looking good, Traveler.
Seems like you've recovered. You won't need to take any more medication.
Can I get you a drink?
Huh? You know how to order at a bar now? You've sure learned a lot recently.
Handling a drinks order is ridiculously simple compared to alchemy. Don't worry, I'll blend into society yet.
You know what? He has a fair point on that. He does have a fair point on that. Ordering drinks is easier than doing probably alchemy or trigonometry.
Paimon believes it. You're clearly a fast learner, just like your brother. To be totally honest, though, Paimon didn't quite follow all the details when you first explained the plan to us.
Don't worry, that's completely understandable. Unless you're a student of alchemy, it's hard to grasp the principle and how the process works.
To put it in the simplest terms, we saw how our enemy stole the power of Kuvaki. And that gave us the idea of stealing his power to turn it against him. When facing an enemy you have no hope of defeating, it's best not to engage them in battle.
So we use reverse Uno on him. Got it.
So, instead of looking for a way to overpower him, we decided to help Columbina get strong enough to at least stand up to him in a fight. For this to work, we had to analyze his modes of attack, confirm who his main target was, and make sure that he wouldn't go beyond the range of the alchemical array. For added security, we prepared a total of 4 arrays. But to mitigate the impact of the battle, we identified one location in particular as the ideal spot, which is where the confrontation took place. The alchemical array absorbed his abyssal power. Then Durin processed it to render it usable by Columbina. That power enabled her to do what would otherwise have been nigh on impossible.
What surprised me was that Dainsleif actually agreed to join us. Given his history with Rerir, he had every right to sit this one out. But we're extremely grateful for the decision he made.
Confronting a former friend in battle.
It must have been a painful choice to make. But I'm sure that making a decision was far better for him than staying in limbo.
That is very true.
Absolutely. He was torn between 2 paths, but in the end, he made his choice and stuck to it resolutely. He doesn't strike me as the sort of person who'd stay trapped in limbo for long. Anyway, however you cut it, everyone gave a stellar performance. And now, it's time to kick back and celebrate.
Alright, time to go and talk to Hope. Who's next? Who do we need to talk to? Nefer again. And Dory? Oh, this is gonna be an interesting conversation.
Lord Sangama Bay, how lovely to see you. I must thank you for the device you provided. It was an enormous help. Would I be right in thinking that it was developed by the Academia?
Why come and ask me when you clearly know already?
I mostly came to thank you.
That's more like it. A little gratitude goes a long way with Lord Sangama Bay. Play your cards right, and you might even stand a chance of becoming my long-term supplier.
The chance to work with such a kind and charitable investor as yourself would be a great honor for the Curatorium.
Huh? Charitable? Who said anything about charity? First time hearing about it.
Let's see. The first plot of land you purchased in Nodcry, your desert interests, and...
Stop! What do you think you're doing? Exposing my investment history!
I swear to God, it's like these two are like always having a cat fight each other. I'm here for it. I'm here for the drama. I'm loving this.
It's nothing to hide from. They're all perfectly legitimate investments. And some of the land you purchased was with the intent of building a sanctuary? Yes, I heard about that too.
How did you...
You're a curious case, Lord Sangama Bay. You don't like people finding out about your good deeds, do you? But I'm afraid no matter how hard you try to keep things under wraps, where there's a will, there's a way. You did it for Sumeru, didn't you?
It was empty land that was gonna go to waste otherwise. I figured if I built something there, it might at least get some use in an emergency. Disasters are capricious things. They strike without any warning. I've lost family to a disaster before, and I don't want to lose any friends or business partners if I can help it. My elder sister used to dream of finding a sanctuary. Somewhere with plenty of food, water, and medicine. Where everyone could live happy lives. It was something I looked into. But after discussing things with the Dendro Archon, I decided on a more effective strategy. The tech people handled the tech, and Moneybags provided the Mora. It just made the most sense.
It's a pity that so few people know the truth about you. Everyone says that you view everything in terms of Mora, and all you care about is growing your own wealth.
I mean, that's not a lie. That's actually half of the truth.
So, what's the problem with that? Everyone wants to be rich. It's human nature. So yes, I love Mora, and it's nothing to be ashamed of.
But surely you have dreams of your own beyond just making Mora.
You don't get it, do you? My dream is to invest in other people's dreams. And, you know, make a nice little slice for myself along the way.
She definitely reminds me of a genie. 100%.
Just thinking about it makes me happy. That sweet, sweet sound of Mora.
Note to self, never put Dory and Scrooge McDuck in the same room or the same vault. They'll probably fight over all the money.
Thank you.
For the device?
And the pendant.
Oh, that. I was just returning a favor. Don't worry about it.
Seems like we've both been away from home for a very long time.
Yeah. So long that I barely remember what my family even looked like.
That would be your mother, father, and sister?
Yeah, though it's been years since my sister passed away. It's not like I want to forget them, obviously, but memory can be even more ruthless than the most calculating business person. Beyond a certain point, if something isn't helping you, it just gets rid of it. My sister can't help me now. Slowly but surely, her face is fading from my mind's eye. It's become a vague impression.
Not everything will fade. When loved ones pass away, the beautiful memories are the ones that last the longest.
I agree with this statement. 100%.
Yeah, that's true. If you ask me, that's the one silver lining in all of it.
100%.
Well, that, plus, I'm sure that life is much better now than it was back then.
Oh, absolutely. I have tons of Mora, a big beautiful house, business is booming, and I'm as happy as can be. You've got a lot going for you too. Boss of the Curatorium of Secrets? I'm sure there's plenty of Mora to be made in that line of work.
I appreciate the vote of confidence.
Alright, where to next? Oh?
That's the only reason you're here.
Let's see how much Columbina can tick off Cedrone.
Yes. I've thought a lot about it. And I've realized that you, me, and Arlecchino should be friends. I think this is very important. So I felt I had to come and tell you. Well, this is a new one. I'm so moved. I can't even hold my teacup. If that's all, you can leave now.
The sarcasm on this girl, I swear to God!
Do you not want to be friends with me? Or is it that you prefer being co-workers?
Oh, she definitely wants to be friends. She'll just never frickin' admit it.
What is this, Columbina? Are you deliberately testing my patience threshold? Right now, my politeness module is active. But if you say another word, I swear I'll shut it down.
Yeah, you put her on the spot. She definitely wanted to be your friend, but she'll never admit it.
If your politeness module was active, wouldn't you say the word please at some point?
This girl loves poking the bear so much just to get a reaction, I swear.
Colonia, please see Lady Columbina to the door. Will you still invite me to your next tea party? What?
Uh-oh.
Yes, I think you will. Bye-bye, dear Cendrone.
Oh, God. Oh, I love Columbina. She is so funny. I hope I'm not interrupting.
Last time, the Wild Hunt escorted you out. Would you rather I handled it myself this time?
We just wanted to, see how you were doing now that it's all over.
Why? Out of concern for my safety? I hope you didn't seriously think that the Rayhir of Solnari would be able to lay so much as a finger upon me, given how prepared I was.
Unfortunately, Cedrone, he totally ignored you, so that's why you got out of this scot-free.
Mostly because you kind of helped us out, so we just wanted to check you were okay. Looks like all your robots are fixed, huh?
I spoke books and teacups on the table.
Oh, don't you worry about that. Tea time is already a write-off. The visitor before you managed to kill my appetite. If you're in the mood for tea, go ahead and help yourself. Otherwise, it's going to waste. My coasters are still missing in action, though. Use this notebook instead.
Whoa! Pretty hefty notebook. Look at all those calculations.
You can ignore those. They're just dumb scribblings. I doodle and write in my free time. Sometimes I remember the distant dreamlike past. Sometimes I imagine the far-flung future. And other times, I grit my teeth and note down all the crazy nonsense going on in the present. Some people do the crosswords in the newspaper. This is my equivalent of that. Trying to predict the future is like daydreaming. And writing about the present just makes me furious. The past is my favorite. If nothing else, it's already set in stone, so I don't have to rack my brains trying to figure it all out. Huh. Although, having said that, the only vaguely interesting memory in my past is probably that guy they call Lord Artificer.
Lord Artificer? You mean...
Who else? Pretty much all the mecha in Fontaine are his personal handiwork. Wait, are you saying you know him? Like, personally? As a friend? I mean, I guess we were friendly enough.
He lived 100 years ago.
Yep. In fact, I'm probably the only normal person left who knew him at all. We used to chat occasionally back when he was still around. Before he passed away, he asked me to destroy all his manuscripts. I honored his request, but I did read through everything first before destroying them. I mean, I couldn't let the genius of Lord Artificer Alain Guillotin disappear like that. Would have been such a waste.
So, that's where the formulas in your notebook are from?
I just told you. Those are my equivalent of crossword puzzles. They're just dumb formulas that I solve for fun when I'm bored. Alain's work was like epic poetry. The formulas in my notebook are just silly little riddles in comparison. Not that there's anything bad about them. I mean, at least, solving those riddles isn't going to hurt anyone. Except me, 'cause I lose a few brain cells in the process. Anyway, while we're on the topic, I might as well tell you about what happened to him and his friends. Alain Guillotin had two close buddies, Renee and Jacob. They spent their childhood years together in the Nazissenkreuz Institute. They were all quite competitive, so there was some rivalry between them, but it was a friendly rivalry. But beneath the friendship and the rivalry ran something deeper, a sense of nostalgia for the past. Unfortunately, childhood would end, the prophecy would come true, the apocalypse would arrive, and the future would never be. A mad dream that would normally only capture the minds of lunatics begin to take root in their hearts. A dream of saving the world. And if Renee and Alain had been people of lesser wits, that dream would probably have ended up as something for them to joke about in their older years. But alas, they were some of the sharpest minds around. They nurtured that dream with the full power of their intellect, and it grew into something that ate away at their souls. The first of them to fall under its spell was Renee. Against Alain's wishes, he persisted in experimenting on a mutual friend of theirs to try and save their life. Alain did not approve and parted ways with Renee. It's complicated. Alain wanted to believe that Renee only did what he did for the sake of their friendship. But when he told me about what happened, I could tell he still had some suspicions about Renee's motives. Perhaps the seed that would grow into a nightmare had already sprouted in Renee's mind. Even then. The next time they met, Renee's soul had been completely engulfed by the dream of salvation. His futile attempt to change the tide of fate only resulted in a wave that swallowed up the world, even before the apocalypse came. And although that wave died down eventually, I hear that it just recently came back with a vengeance. As I understand, Renee wanted to live out his dream of salvation once more. But I'm told that the attempted resurgence finally died out for good. At long last, Renee awoke from his deluded dream. Though of course by then it was far too late. What do you think of Renee? Do you admire his transcendent genius? His view that any price was worth paying to achieve the lofty goal of saving the world? Or do you despise him? Dismiss him as an evil madman who wrought havoc on the lives of everyone around him as he pursued his delusional dream? Same difference, really. Just a matter of perspective.
I don't admire him.
Really? I can't tell whether that's because you disapprove of his deeds or because he failed. Or maybe you have some other reason. Renee no longer exists in this world.
And the dream he started went on to be realized by someone else.
If you're wondering what she's talking about, it's a side quest in Fontaine. A very, very long side quest. Ryan! Welcome in! What about you? What your take on Renee?
I don't like fanatics who give up their whole lives for their ideology. Nor do I like fools who let their delusions take control.
I hope you're doing well.
Maybe I could understand if Renee had just been an ordinary person. But he had a sage-like intellect. And still managed to get himself lost in a labyrinth of his own desires.
How's it going today? Pretty good. Almost burnt down the apartment because of bacon. Hope you're doing well.
Anyway, that's enough about Renee. Now, moving on to Alain Guillotin, the Lord Artificer. He managed to put a stop to the first storm whipped up by Renee. But after that, Alain lost his friends and family.
Yeah, I'm trying to make bacon because I wanted to make BLTs for me and Mr. Hatter for dinner. And I put lid on top of the bacon so the bacon oil doesn't get everywhere. And set off the smoke alarm twice. I had the windows all open and everything before I started cooking. Because it gets really smoky in the apartment. But apparently too much smoke affects the alarm. So I guess no more bacon in the apartment.
To his credit, I suppose, the loss of his family and friends was purely a tragic accident. It's not like Alain sacrificed them for his cause or anything.
Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry, landlord. You've been there? I don't know what it is with freaking, like, anytime you're cooking bacon, steaks, or anything, it makes the entire apartment smoky as hell. Like, why? Why is this happening?
After that, the only thing supporting his work was the same dream that had dragged his closest friend down to the abyss. But although the desire to save Fontaine drove him to found the Fontaine Research Institute, Alain continued to reject any form
that the hard
of
way.
transcendental knowledge or power. He was suspicious and fearful of it, having seen the way it had affected his closest friend.
Yeah, I'm learning that the hard way. Bacon equals smoky environment. Got it.
I think that formulas and machines derived solely from human intellect were the only thing that gave him a sense of spiritual comfort. Yet Alain's intellect was simply too great. It barely left him space to breathe in his lifetime. Once he realized that the end of his life was approaching, he finally accepted the truth. The Nazissenkreuz Institute needed someone, and a human being, to see its story through to the end. He quit working on his formulas, trading them in for the fairy tales that had played such a formative role in his childhood, but which he told me that the director of the Nazissenkreuz Institute used to read those fairy tales to the children as bedtime stories. Apparently, they worked wonders at sending kids off to sleep. I think that all he wanted at that time in his life was to be able to sleep deeply without being plagued by depression. By that point, nothing else really mattered. At the very end, he laid down to rest in the ruins of the former Nazissenkreuz Institute orphanage, while the Fontaine Research Institute he had founded continued tirelessly with its work. Many years after that, tensions over competing dreams would once again cause a rift, this time between members of the Fontaine Research Institute. But the actions of those fools had nothing at all to do with Alain. And that is the story of two people from the Nazissenkreuz Institute who both wanted to save the world. One went all in on his fantasy of salvation, without ever looking back, and ended up calmly sinking to the bottom of the deepest sea.
I hope you and your family are well, Ryan.
The other sought desperately to burn bright in his life, even though he wasn't sure where he was going. I do sometimes wonder, why is it that people like them have such grand hopes of saving the world? Even the grandest tree starts as a tiny seed. So perhaps, for each of them, their mission to save the world began with a very simple desire: to save themselves.
Thanks. We're doing great. Got hot out though, so we're cracking easily. I hear you. All last week was like in the 90s. This week is gonna be like 70s and 80s, so I totally hear you on the heat wave. We're doing pretty good.
They were young children with friends and family who mattered to them. Desires to explore the meaning of life. Ambitions to have a successful career. They didn't want to see all of that taken away in one fell swoop.
We're just getting used to the apartment being super quiet.
Or maybe they just wanted to find something to anchor themselves within the chaos, to stop them getting quietly swept away by the storms of life. But instead, the search for their own salvation took them down the rocky road laid out by fate. Do you think the desire to save oneself is enough of a justification to try and save the world?
Yes, it is enough.
The way you said that sounded just like Alain. I asked him the same question back when he was in his prime, putting all of his energy into his work. He gave the exact same answer as you did. No elaboration, just a quick short answer before getting right back to his work. He was always that way. All right, tea time's over. I owe Arlecchino a favor for telling me these stories. I'll have to bring a whole sack of gifts the next time I visit the House of the Hearth. I'm gonna go tinker with Polonia now. You guys can do whatever you want, as long as it doesn't involve interrupting me. Polonia, exit hibernation mode. Begin diagnostics.
That was a tea time story? It's like you were giving me Fontaine's history. Alright, where are we going? Go to the Adventurers Guild in Nasha Town. Okie dokie. I go now. Off I go. Catherine?
Thank you for waiting. I finished checking your adventurer handbook. Here are your commission rewards.
Yay! Commission!
We have no other urgent commissions on the books at present. Thank you for all your hard work lately. Perhaps you two could consider taking a vacation.
I would love to take a vacation. I need one so badly.
Amazing! Paimon never thought we'd end up having downtime and not cry. Things were pretty hectic when we first got here. Everywhere you looked, it was either the Wild Hunt causing chaos or the Fatui stirring up trouble.
Vacation does sound nice. Me and Mr. Hatter are doing a vacation in October, celebrating 10 bloody years. Can you believe that, guys? 10 years. 10 years with Mr. Hatter. I'm surprised I haven't murdered the man yet. I'm surprised I'm not locked up in jail for not murdering him when he irritates the living snots out of me.
It felt like this whole region was one giant slime in a barrel, ready to go boom at any moment.
We rarely have achieved a lot since we've been here, haven't we?
Sure have. Things were looking pretty dicey, but in the end, we managed to turn it around. Whoa! Paimon just got deja vu. Oh, that's right. It's because we've done this like a million times now.
Ah, yes. Are you two aware that the Moon Prayer Night is soon to take place?
What's that?
Oh, yeah. Lama told us that was coming up soon. Wait, why do you mention it, though? Do people in Nasha Town celebrate it, too? Paimon thought it was just for Moon Goddess worshippers.
You're partially right. Most people in Nasha Town just see the festival as an opportunity to do business. They do not concern themselves with the religious element. The festival was first celebrated by the Frost Moon Scions. On this day, they would wear moon prayer blossoms and celebrate the birth of the moon goddess through song and dance. They would also prepare food and handicrafts and give them as gifts to others. Over time, it became Nodcry's most lively festival.
Oh, sounds like fun!
I'm definitely up for it.
Great! Well, in the meantime, since Catherine doesn't have any commissions for us, let's focus on some personal business instead.
And what would that be, Paimon?
When we first got here, you mentioned that this was where your spaceship landed?
Oh, yes. Totally forgot about that. We were so focused on one of the 5 sinners of Conria. Yeah, I totally forgot that I'm an alien from another planet.
We didn't get to follow up on it at the time, because we got wrapped up in that whole rare situation, but now we can finally start investigating it properly.
Except we have no idea where to start.
Well, there's a saying Paimon's heard around these parts, which goes, if you lift up a rock, you'll find something you weren't looking for. By that logic, you'll never find what you're looking for while you're searching, but the moment you stop looking, it'll jump right out at you.
I'm not sure as simple as that.
Could be worth a try though, right? Anyway, Paimon suggests we focus on other stuff we want to do for now, and just keep an ear out for spaceship-related intel as we go.
I'm sorry. I could not focus right now because I'm paying attention to the guy in the background doing jumping jacks right now. Dude, why are you doing jumping jacks in the distance? Mr. had already left, YouTube, Katie. He is driving home. Katie needs to go see, what kind of soup's on the menu today, saying a prayer that I get my... Hada does not pray, but I shall keep my fingers crossed. We haven't seen Columbina in a while. She used a huge amount of power in the final battle against Rihur, and has been so much weaker since. I don't know if I can do anything genuinely to help her, but surely a little check can do no harm. One other thing that concerns me is we've had no trace of the doctor so far. Why did you have to bring up Dottore? I don't want to see that madman!
What's wrong? He looks super serious all of a sudden.
I was just thinking about Columbina and the doctor.
Huh? Paimon gets why you'd be concerned about Columbina, but what does the doctor have to do with anything?
We learned back in Natland that he's been interested in the moon.
Oh, that's true. And now that you mention it, we're definitely overdue for a showdown with the Fatui. It is weird that he hasn't shown himself this whole time. What could he be up to?
Nothing good, right? That's what I know of. Engrossed in one of his experiments, perhaps.
True. Paimon would much rather deal with Marionette anyway. She says the meanest things, but when it comes down to it, she doesn't seem like a bad person.
She isn't. She just loves using sarcasm as a way to express her emotions.
Maybe it's the pressure of being a Fatus? Especially as a Harbinger. Does she feel like she's gotta act tough to keep up appearances or something?
Maybe?
But then, every time we headed out with Rarir, she always wound up having to repair Polonia and her other robots. That's gotta sting. Losing face always hurts more for people who care a lot about their image. She's probably still furious about it.
Paimon?
What? Relax, she's not even here. Huh?
What's the matter?
Oh, nothing. Sorry, we'll be on our way now. Where are we again? Oh yeah, Columbina? Right, yeah, let's go see Columbina.
She totally forgot that Catherine was made by Cicerone. Walk of the Waking Moon, Act 5. We're almost caught up. Almost caught up, guys. I think we're only like 3 arcs left. 3 arcs behind. Alright, we gotta go to... We gotta go here. No matter how many times I come back here, this place is absolutely beautiful. Just listen. Columbina singing.
She's sitting up! Is me sitting here a rare sight?
No.
No, we just thought you'd be resting.
Perhaps I would have been, were it not for the sudden arrival of some unexpected guests. Not that I consider it a disturbance. After all, you are the only ones who are free to enter. Would it not be a little unfriendly of me to lie down while we speak?
I didn't realize you put so much thought into little things like that.
Only sometimes. There have been moments lately where I think about you and your companions. They are warm, mysterious, and cozy memories. Very few of my past memories are anything like that. They say that travelers return home bearing bags full of souvenirs. But my luggage was empty, and I believed it would stay that way.
Return home? So, you're still planning on returning to the moon?
Yes. This planet continues to reject me, reminding me that I do not belong here. If I remain in Teyvat, there will come a day that I disintegrate. And I don't mean reduced to dust, or turned into food for the flowers. I mean, I will cease to exist entirely.
Alright then. Well, we're sure gonna miss you. But it sounds like we'll have to say goodbye.
How do you intend to return?
The moon prayer night is soon to arrive. On that day, the moon will be closest to Teyvat. The Kuvaki in this land will reach its peak at that time. I merely need to grasp the tide, and with relatively little effort.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It'll work like a slingshot!
You make it sound like she's gonna get blasted up to the moon.
If I did that, I suspect I would crash into the false sky. I will be using a much gentler approach. But I do like the analogy. It's fun.
You see? She gets Paimon's sense of humor.
Can you actually imagine a big giant slingshot, Colin being on it, and being yeeted into the false sky to try to get to the real moon? No. No, I don't want to see that. I would be freaking out the entire
In the
time.
blink of an eye, the time has come to part ways.
It does feel that way, doesn't it? Time seems to fly fastest when you are enjoying it. I have always thought of myself as a wanderer on this earth, and it has never expressed any desire to keep me here. Yet, just as I plan to depart, it tugs at my arm. Is this a gesture of affection? Or is the world mocking me?
Oh. Were you hoping I can answer that?
Yes. You are a traveler, so you must have a lot of experience in this area.
Then, what I would say is, enjoy the moment.
That's right! Don't overthink it! Happiness is happiness and joy is joy! The point is to enjoy it, not analyze it!
I see. Then what I would say is, even though I am very tired right now, I am still happy.
I can't tell from the tone of your voice.
Oh, really? You don't think I sound happy?
I'm just kidding. I could tell you were in a good mood today from the moment we saw you.
Ah, a joke. Albeit not a funny one. Anyway, I assume you're here about you-know-what. Give me your hand.
Actually, it's not that. There's something else we wanted to discuss with you.
Oh. Then, do you still want to give me your hand? Or not?
Sure.
He wants the bone marrow.
Thank you. So, I've heard that in the moon prayer nights of the past, people here would hold celebrations in the moon goddess's honor. Since you helped so much in our fight against the Rehir of Solnari, I think you deserve a farewell party before you return home. I haven't asked everyone else for their opinions on this yet, but I'd like to invite you to join the upcoming Moon Prayer Night.
I've never joined a moon prayer night before. I'm not sure what I would even do.
Oh, don't worry about that. We take care of everything. All you need to do is show up. Of course, there's no need to force it if you're not feeling strong enough. It's just, this kind of felt like a golden opportunity.
But they call me Kutar, and the Fatui have an arrest warrant out for me. I shouldn't appear in public right now.
Yeah, that'll definitely be a complication, but...
I'll make it work. You have my word.
Yeah, we got your back. Well, she does. Paimon's actually not too sure what she's planning.
Oh, don't worry, Paimon. You'll figure it out sooner or later.
All right, if you're sure. I will not refuse your invitation. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to pack a few more sights from this world into my suitcase before finally learning what my homeland looks like. Oh, if you see Lauma, please tell her that my answer to the question she asked me is neither yes nor no. Rather, it is, there is no need.
That was kind of cryptic, but sure. Guess it's between the two of you. We'll pass along the message. Bye for now.
I don't know when I became a messenger in this whole freaking arc. Welcome in, Sleepless. And thank you for subscribing for 18 months. Uh-oh. The flowers are turning purple.
And also, I do not know.
Since she's agreed to join the festival, let's go see who else wants to take part. Lauma's gotta be the person most familiar with the Moon Prayer Night. We should start with her. Also, what exactly is your plan to keep her safe?
I'm not sure yet. I'll figure something out.
What? Are you serious? And Paimon even gave you her vote of confidence back there. When did you become so sneaky?
I love The Pit. I love that show so much. It is so freaking good. I have a friend who works the graveyard shift at Glendale Memorial. And I was telling her about half the stuff that happens to the pit. And she goes, oh yeah. Yeah, that happens on a regular basis. I think the one that she was telling me that, what was it? One month during the summertime, they were getting non-stop somebody, especially men, shoving things where it does not need to be shoved. Non-stop. It was like every week was like twice a week or 3 times a week. It was like someone doing something they're not supposed to. Like, why? Why are you doing that? I've been watching it before going to sleep. Damn! Ah, yes. Seeing gore and blood is the best way to go to bed. Yes, indeed. You sound like me, Sleepless, listening to murder history podcast while getting ready for bed. Lauma and Varka together.
Hey, Lauma! It's us! Huh? Varka? What are you doing here?
If you're looking for booze at this festival, you're not gonna find it here, Varka. I'll tell you that much.
Beats me. I had a bit too much to drink last night, and when I woke up, I was on Hisi Island.
Are you one of those drunk walkers that just, like, roams around with their shit-faced drunk? That's the vibe I'm getting.
Mr. Varka is helping to oversee Nasha Town's preparations for Moon Prayer Night. He is here to go over some details regarding the decorations and custom cloth design.
Right, yeah, that too.
What do you mean, that too?
So preparations are already underway?
Yes. Celebrating this festival is a long-held tradition here in Nodcry. On this day, the crescent moon at the top branches of the verdant crest turns into a full moon, and the moon prayer blossoms bloom with a special radiance.
It's an especially welcome event coming off the back of all that nasty business with Rare. Everyone got put through the ringer recently, and now they're looking to turn their fortunes around. The big shots in town all agree that a big, lively celebration is just what we need to rebuild people's faith in this place.
No wonder Catherine said that people weren't so bothered about the religious element.
That's right. It's become more of a local custom by this point. The celebrations have little to do with whether the religious stories behind this event are true or not. Even the Frost Moon Scions are eagerly awaiting the coming of Moon Prayer Night, despite now knowing that their past beliefs were founded on a falsehood.
That's fair. It's a bit like the Lantern Ride in Liyue. It's a chance for people to enjoy themselves, not debate the existence of the Adepti.
Although in their case, the Adepti definitely do exist.
Oh, one other thing. We just went to see Columbina. We went ahead and invited her to take part in the festival this time. Hope it's okay.
Wait, so... you mean she agreed to it? Huh. That's quite a surprise.
Then, I suppose that she intends to return to the moon on that day.
Oh, yeah! It's kind of a complicated process, but basically, it's like a slingshot.
She probably shouldn't have endorsed your metaphor.
I understand. In truth, I had a feeling that she might make such a decision. Well, if Kuthar has decided to participate in the festival, we should prepare accordingly.
Yeah, exactly. She was saying how it could be risky for her to show her face in public. We were wondering if there was any way we could hide her.
Unfortunately, the people who carved the statues did an excellent job of capturing her likeness. It will be very challenging to hide a goddess whose face everyone is so familiar with.
Darn! We may have bitten off more than we can chew here.
Nah, don't sweat the small stuff. We can handle that.
Huh? Are you saying you have a plan?
If your plan is like putting her in the center and all the knights of Favonius around her to protect her, that's not a smart thing to do, Varka.
Not as such, no, but the most important thing with a festival is to keep the mood light and your spirits up.
Okay, never mind. Forget what I said.
You can't go preparing for a festival with those long faces. You'll never convince anyone to enjoy themselves.
The Mondstatter spirit is strong with this one.
Why do you think Barbados loves him so much?
As it happens, I agree with Mr. Varka. Let's start by making our appreciation for Kuthar the beating heart of the festive atmosphere. And who knows? Once we get the ball rolling, perhaps everything will just fall into place.
Hey! Did you catch that? Lama said the thing! Or close enough, at least.
I'm looking forward to the Moon Prayer Night already. We have a festival in Mondstadt called Windbloom, and you can always tell which couples are celebrating it for their first time by the smiles on their faces. Big, beaming smiles like their whole face is glowing.
I think, yeah, Windbloom Festival is showing, should be coming up soon. Oh, Sleepless, are you excited for the special program this Friday? Which is on my Twitch anniversary, so it's a double win-win.
And I have a feeling we'll get to see that same smile on the Moon Goddess's face at this festival.
Not quite the same, surely.
Anyway, I'll take care of business in the city, but I'll have to leave the decor up to you and the Frost Moon Scions. No one else can capture that traditional aesthetic quite like you guys. But lastly, there's the final key element that brings the festival to life. Companionship.
I'll take care of that part.
Before you leave, let me show you something that we've been preparing. Mr. Varka had asked to see it already, so you may as well tag along. Also, I have some further questions about Kuthar's decision.
Alright. I'll just walk with you guys.
Huh? What's this? They sure look like they're having fun.
I believe so. Kuhenki seem very skilled at playing drums like these, although I'm not sure where they learned it from.
Maybe it's an innate talent? In their eyes, they're probably just playing with toys.
Wanatar! You want to play too?
Guess not.
Yeah. She looks more confused than anything.
Maybe we can teach her next time if we get the chance.
What was that it? Okay.
What are these floaty things?
Moon veils. We hang them from buildings in the city during the festival. When you look at the sky through them, it creates a lovely misty effect.
I feel like I'm way behind. Okay, now I'm caught up. Like, wait! Let me run!
Everyone seems hard at work.
They are preparing items for Moon Prayer Night. For instance, the sculpture being made over here. Mr. Varka and I were just finalizing the details of where it will be placed.
Ah, there she is. I didn't know the finished article would be so large. Not to worry, though. All the necessary arrangements have been made. Just let me know once it's ready, and I'll get some people to ship it over.
Oh god, I could just imagine a whole bunch of knights, like, dragging that thing to Nasha Town.
You have my thanks. And over here, we are preparing a very traditional confection.
Oh, look at all these colors! It looks great! Can Paimon try one?
Of course. I have a feeling you'll like it a lot.
You bet! Sweets and treats are Paimon's favorite!
Oh, Paimon the dentist would love your teeth oh so much.
If you included those in the Feast of the Moon, I bet Paimon would have joined the Frost Moon Scions by now.
There will also be verdant crests like this present in Nasha Town during the festival. The timing of Moon Prayer Night is not completely set in advance. We make a rough estimate, then observe the changes in the verdant crests and moon prayer blossoms to guide us. As such, the wait itself is a fun feature of this particular festival. Let's talk here. To tell the truth, I am very surprised to hear that Kutar is willing to participate in the festival. I once asked her if she'd be willing to stay with the Frost Moon Scions. I could introduce her to everyone, and we could be a family to one another. She did not answer, but she has not appeared here since. I took this to mean her answer was no. But if that were the case, she would not have accepted this invitation.
Speaking of answers, she asked us to pass along a message.
Ah, I see. Maybe she is right. Maybe the Frost Moon Scions of today no longer need a moon goddess. But my wish was not for her to come here and be worshipped as a deity. I simply wanted to offer her a place to stay. I'm sure she believes that showing herself here might invite Fatui intervention, and as such she does not wish to cause us trouble. But what really pains me about all this is that this is her birthplace. She ought to belong here, yet no one has been able to grant her shelter.
I think I'm qualified to weigh in here. When someone's about to depart on a long trip, what they need is blessings, not burdens. We should wish her the best, not make the journey harder than it already is. Anyway, she's agreed to attend, hasn't she? All we need to do is simply respect her decision.
I see your point. Yes, she will soon depart after all.
Our job is to leave her with some happy memories. Besides, who's to say her journey to the moon is a one-way trip? It's not like she can't come back and visit if she wants, right?
Paimon agrees wholeheartedly. Festivals are all about having fun, so let's keep it simple.
All right, I'm gonna head back to Nausea Town soon. Want to come with? I'm guessing you have some other folks to visit there.
Sure thing, let's go! Bye for now!
Thank you all. Goodbye.
Bye-bye, Llama. You take care now. A traveler needs blessings, not burdens. It sounds like a good principle, but will blessings alone be enough for Columbina? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of our stream. Thank you everyone for hanging out with me. I truly appreciate it. I will be streaming tomorrow at usual time. I'm still debating on what game to play tomorrow. We might play more Genshin so we can finally catch up, so when the next patch comes out, we'll be semi-ready for it. But thank you everyone for hanging out. I truly appreciate it. Until next time, everyone. Bye-bye!